Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends, lore, and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. What's going on, everyone? If you're here for the first time, we are the show that's all about Florida. Cameron covers headlines.
Hi.
Josh helps us get to know each other.
Hello.
And Wayne, myself, we talk about legends and lore in my segment. But most importantly, we're here tonight to call Josh on his failure.
To
live up.
Wow,
to
this
his,
is a strong start.
To his New Year's resolution. It's been 1 year.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it 2021 right now?
It's not.
It is the wrap-up episode for 2020.
At this point in time, when this episode airs, Josh has not run a 6-minute mile.
That you know of.
That was your resolution?
Well, it was to run it without practicing.
Oh, okay.
He wants to go from couch to mile in 6 minutes, he said.
Yes. So I've talked to some engineers.
Okay.
Right.
For
what?
Well, to find the slope.
Okay.
Because I figure if you fall at 118 miles an hour.
You're looking for a hill that's a mile long.
Yeah. So
a mountain. They call those mountains.
Yeah, basically. You would free fall at 120 miles an hour.
Okay.
Out of a plane.
Okay.
Right.
If I can find a hill that's like kind of tilted like that.
Right.
Okay.
I can fall that fast. I can fall and run a 6
You want to
mile.
fall forward for 6 miles.
No, 1 mile.
1 mile.
In 1 mile.
In
you're
6
right.
minutes. But that's not running. That's
still-
falling or rolling.
If your feet are stepping, you're running.
We should
always said
have
that.
somebody go back to last year's New Year's episode
Yep.
when we did the resolutions and find out what exactly Josh's resolution was.
A 6 minute mile
think
without
that's what it
practicing.
was.
Because he may not have said running, though. He may have said, I want to do a 6-minute mile,
Oh, I can free fall.
which means he could technically free fall.
Right.
Yeah.
He
And-
could
and still
rollerblade
win.
it.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
We need to go back and clarify that.
Yeah, I think so.
In the meantime, while we're looking for that, can we possibly do some headlines?
I hope so.
That'll be fun.
I think we should.
Cameron looks great tonight. What's going on, guys? We've got some big news, big cars. What a time to be alive. We want to let you know that we now have a Patreon. Patreon allows you to support the show each month, which is a great benefit for us because it helps the show keep going. But it's also a great benefit for you because you get access to exclusive content, like a brand new monthly bonus series from us, behind the scenes treats like our show notes and Josh's hand-drawn storyboards, and a video live stream where you can hang out with us in the studio and see exactly how the show is brought to life each week. We are absolutely nothing without our listeners, so please consider contributing at patreon.com/FMOFM podcast. That's patreon.com/FMOFM podcast. Check it out. We'll see you very soon.
Okay, headlines. The last ones of 2020.
Come on. These better be good.
Oh, they're going to be real good. So
Okay.
we have a Florida man who was swimming in Siesta Key in the ocean, enjoying a nice, relaxing day at the beach when, bam,
A shark.
Shark. He was bit by a shark.
Get
I
on
knew
it.
it.
So here's the thing. So he got
smart.
bit on his hand and arm. He was bleeding profusely, and he just walked home.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
There was nobody around, so
Was
he
his hand
literally
gone?
No.
Okay,
he was
then walk
bleeding the entire, like gushing blood the entire way home. But he walked all the way to his house, and some lady stopped him right before he got inside, and like,
And she fainted from so much blood.
Do you need help?
She's like, were you mugged? And he was like, yeah, by a shark.
By a shark.
Yeah.
So he's in the hospital recovering, but not every day you get bit by a shark and just casually stroll home.
Why would you swim so
I don't know
far
what else
from
you would
your
do in that
house?
situation.
I think that's the thing is like, it sounds really bad, and it is good for him.
Oh, it for sure is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But what are your options?
Right.
I mean, if I get bit, I'm just like, if I survive, like, I guess I'm going
Yeah,
home.
but if I go swimming in a shark infested area, I always bring my satellite phone.
Yes, he does.
It's
In his
waterproof.
pouch.
Yeah, in my
in your water
Ziploc.
pouch.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, I always wear my chainmail wrist guards,
exactly.
so I'm good.
Yeah. Which
So,
is why you
I
can't,
mean-
which is why you can't sink.
That's true.
No, it's why you can't float.
That's why you can't
Sorry.
Got him.
All right, let's move on. We have a Florida woman who was
Okay.
pulled over by state troopers
Okay.
because her tent was too dark.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
The
That's
tent
common.
on her car window
I've got a
was
cool car too.
illegal, so they pulled her over, did a traffic stop.
I don't think
and
you can be pulled over for just tent.
yes, you. Well, yes,
Get
you can.
him. Okay.
So, anyways, she was acting a little suspicious.
Right.
Okay.
That's why. See,
There it is.
They said she was a little erratic and kind of defensive, and so they decided to bring in a drug sniffing dog. The dog sniffed around the car. He did alert that there was drugs in the car.
Well,
so obviously they can search at that point, and they found
of course they can.
26.5 pounds of cocaine.
Okay.
And which is worth $1.2 million in this car.
She's like, officer, there's been a mistake.
Right.
My windows are too dark so that you can't see the drugs.
yeah. So
That's the point.
Right.
That's double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy.
You weren't supposed to see him.
Send her home.
I forgot about the dog, though. Right?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, I mean,
I forgot
dog
that
thing.
You can't see in, but I forgot that he can smell his way
Smelling.
through
He
tint.
can smell through tint.
Isn't it convenient though? Whenever you pull over a car for having windows too dark, they conveniently have
Oh, for
26
sure.
pounds of cocaine in the car,
Or not having like a rear seat or too many people in the car.
Yeah.
Suddenly a drug sniffing
wanna
dog
know
has
the
to show
yeah,
up.
I want to know the stat of how many cars get pulled over for like tinted windows
Yeah.
that they don't somehow also find drugs.
That's the thing is like, I mean, I feel like they might have known something was
Right, that's what I'm
was up.
hinting at.
Yeah, right.
I think that they kind of had an idea,
but they still have
needed
to have
pull
probable
over.
cause. And
Yeah.
so
Yes.
they don't say in it if the tint actually like checked out to be too dark, but that was why she was pulled over.
It doesn't matter.
It
Yeah,
I
doesn't
think
matter at that
if
point.
the
You have
windows are spray
$1.2 million in
painted. Well,
cocaine in
yeah.
your car. Like, I don't think the tint matters.
If the windows are spray painted black and you can
Right.
tell from a distance, then you go, nish, nish.
sure, pull them over.
Exactly.
But I think if you get pulled over because the tint may be too dark, they think that you're up to something else.
Bingo.
That's true. Yeah.
Bingo. Like you're really cool or you're a drug
Right.
dealer.
Last time a cop pulled me over,
Yeah.
I had my window down and I was doing the thing where you put your hand out and you're kind of like waving.
Oh, that's a fun Saturday morning
learning
thing
about
to do.
aerodynamics.
He
Right.
pulls me over. He goes, "Hey man, you're too cool. You gotta cut it out."
Oh. Last time I saw a motorcycle cop coming towards me.
Right.
I was doing it and he high-fived me.
He probably
Whoa.
the cop probably just thought like a child was in the driver's seat doing this.
He said, "Why is that child with a mustache
Why is he driving?
driving the car?"
All right, let's move on. Let me ask
All
you
right.
guys a question real quick.
All right.
Would you guys ever eat?
Yes.
Yep.
Would you ever
Absolutely.
eat a python
Cooked?
cooked?
If it was like some kind of like tradition or something,
Like, would
yeah.
you try it?
Someone offered it to me.
You know I would.
The state of Florida is
Oh,
pushing
no. I don't think I want to now.
Floridians to eat Burmese pythons.
Well, now I'm not. Big Gov doesn't tell me what to eat.
All right,
Don't tread on me.
Don't tread
we've
on me.
talked about
That's the
Burmese.
snake. Didn't I make that poster?
Oh.
Don't trip on me.
Yeah.
All right,
Snake
so
awareness.
anyways, the we've talked about Burmese pythons being an invasive species in
right.
Florida. We've had
Shame
several
on them.
stories
I
about
think we
them.
bombed Burma to
Right.
just pay them back for the
Right.
snake.
Jeez. And anyways, it's such a problem in areas like the Everglades that the state is like, okay, we do these pushes and have python hunters and like python challenges. They literally have these challenges. To
How
see-
many pythons can you tie together?
Right.
Yeah.
And like there's cash prizes and all this kind of stuff. We're like, well, they need to come up with new ways to push getting these pythons out because they are a real issue in the Everglades.
They're delicious.
They're
God, I know.
That's
They
the new
They
campaign.
go right for the American weakness.
That's-
you can eat them.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you say you can eat them?
You can eat them. So there's
Holy
this
crap.
Florida woman, Donna, who says that she's
would-
eaten a dozen pythons
God.
in the last 3 years or so.
Donna.
However, that does not include the python jerky that she
Oh,
makes.
my God.
Because she's a python hunter and she eats python jerky several times a week because she takes it out with her when she goes python hunting.
Oh, it's python bait?
Right, no.
Oh, okay.
It's just to keep you fueled up while
I bet.
How
hunting other
terrifying
pythons.
is she
Yeah.
to the pythons? She's hunting you,
Yep.
eating your friends while she's hunting you.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What in the world,
In
dude?
jerky form. So anyways, Donna's kind of interesting because she was like a real estate agent in Miami
Yeah.
and like decided to kind of quit that job one day and
Around
up and turn
2008.
to python hunting.
Right.
And anyway, you can make money in it. The state will pay you for getting these pythons. But here's the thing. So whoever did this article, they were asking, okay, we get the fact that you've eaten,
Right.
dozens of pythons.
Yeah.
But how do they taste? Like, what is it good? And she's like, well,
Okay.
I don't want to say that it's like the best,
Right.
But it's not bad. She's like, I don't want you to think fishy, like flavor.
Oh, gross.
But the texture is more like fish.
What do pythons eat?
That's the thing is she goes,
Oh, anything.
I'm not eating it for pleasure. I'm eating it because I love my state.
Right.
She's doing it like a
she's doing it for
service.
the-
Exactly.
Is what she's
One
trying to
python
say.
at a time.
Right.
Here's the
Right.
problem. Here's the problem, and why the state of Florida is not like fully pushing this movement out yet.
Because it's insane.
You haven't seen it on Facebook yet. Is
Okay.
because they've been known to have really high mercury levels.
Oh,
And
they
so-
do love thermometers.
And
A
so
python will eat a thermometer like that off
they
your wall.
have
Gulp
to
it.
do these like studies. They're doing studies right now to see how viable it is to eat pythons, but they're realizing sometimes they'll get a python that's like 500 times the mercury level that you can
That's,
consume. And so Donna has kind of find her way around this.
Okay.
She did say that her husband will not eat pythons.
Oh, well, good.
She's like the
Okay.
only one in the house that doesn't.
Yeah,
But her
okay.
daughter bought her like a mercury testing kit.
Ugh.
So she tests them beforehand. She will only eat the ones that are 7.5 feet or under. She said the bigger ones have too much mercury.
Really?
Guys, this is
This is the
amazing story.
weirdest.
She said it is good in chili and stir fry.
Oh, God. No.
She'll
that makes it
take
worse.
and get like a 5-foot fillet
Oh, God.
of python.
I got it. I can't do it.
I
I was in it in the beginning.
Can I recap for a second?
Yeah,
I just
real
want to
quick.
make sure I'm understanding
If
this.
you're
Yeah.
putting meat in a chili, you're hiding the meat.
Yeah, the state
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
we
we're looking at you, Wendy's.
Oh, I
yeah,
love the
exactly.
chili.
The state said that we have a problem with
Right.
this invasive species of pythons.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to hold parties and competitions for you to come out and hunt them.
Exactly.
That didn't work. So now the state is saying, hey, if you want, you can eat these.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't I be able to eat them? I just caught them.
Yeah, we eat whatever we want, but now
Yeah.
they're saying they could be poisonous. So Donna comes out and she's making these 5-foot fillets
Yeah.
from pythons
That's a lot of
and having to
burgers.
mercury test it so she doesn't freaking die. Like
What?
that's insane.
Why is 7.5 feet? Like, that's too much
That's the
mercury.
cutoff.
Yeah, you
Does she
gotta
have a
keep
long
it to like
ruler
a yeah.
to
The
her
python has to be
sidewalk?
smaller than a large man, or I'm not going to eat
Okay,
it.
yeah. NBA
That's a
player
reasonable
height?
statement,
No, I don't like NBA player. height.
Donna.
She said, "Okay, she's so positive."
You got a picture of Donna?
No, I wish.
Okay, just curious.
Listen,
I know what she looks like.
Donna also is like turning this into something really positive, saying, "Listen,
Yeah.
the Everglades is having a mercury issue because
Oh, really?
of pollution,"
Okay.
and she's saying, "Use
Uh,
the pythons to track where this
Nice.
is coming in from."
Yep.
In the Everglades, she's like, you can track the mercury levels in pythons and
Wow.
find where the most polluted areas are in the Everglades. She's just like a role model,
That's
honestly.
smart.
Or does mercury make pythons grow extra large?
Does
Maybe
mercury
that's what it
make
is,
you?
like the monster
maybe mercury
ones.
just
Yeah.
makes you freaking crazy,
Maybe.
and Donna doesn't know what she's talking about.
Okay.
I mean, that's part. That could be
Well,
part
there
of
we
it.
go. She's trying to help. What are you doing?
Listen, she's pressure cooking these
Is she?
snakes. Yeah, that's the only way she'll eat it.
Oh, okay.
Listen, so there's
So
other.
she's bougie about it.
there's no, it's just so rubbery that you have to.
Well,
God Almighty!
bless.
So here's the thing: there's other invasive species that like that people eat in Florida.
Ugh.
Okay, can you name
Hoop
one
snake.
other one?
Another
snake.
invasive species?
Yeah, that people eat.
Is it
in
a hoop
Florida.
snake?
No.
It's not the snake that
Is it
bites
the,
his
the
tail.
iguanas?
Iguanas
Yeah,
is one,
okay.
and then
Yeah.
lionfish is another. Like
Cool.
Oh,
Iguanas?
lionfish, yeah.
Right.
Koalas? Is that
Dolphins.
an animal?
That's not an animal.
That's
That's a verb, I think.
You're thinking. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you.
I want to. No, yeah.
Hey, Donna, listen. Here's.
Don't do
I know,
it.
I
Don't
we,
do it.
We know for a fact you listen to the show.
Right.
There's no way that she doesn't. Will you like honestly write in?
I would try it though.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
on.
write in. Here's the thing: if Donna writes in, hand to God, I'll eat a python.
Okay, hold on. Greg just gave me a note.
Okay.
What's
He
it
said
say?
he bets they're delicious and Donna doesn't want us eating them.
That's
She
true.
wants them all for herself.
Yeah.
Well, she's pushing it. She's like, yeah, you should do this.
Greg's got the face of somebody with mercury poisoning.
Wow.
So I mean,
you're
I don't
right,
trust a
you're
word he
right.
says.
I can't say he's wrong.
I don't
Yeah.
trust a word he says.
Hey, fellas.
Hey,
Hey.
Josh.
So got a weird call the other day.
Okay, a phone call.
Yep. Spoke with my dad.
Okay. That's weird.
Well, no. He got a weird call. I was just acting like I got a weird call.
Gotcha.
I gotcha. So
I
your
was
dad got a
relayed.
weird call.
Yeah. He said, "You know where we used to live?"
Yeah.
And he named the address, but I'm not going to. You know?
Good.
But just picture mansions.
Yeah. And he said, so they were doing some digging in the backyard,
Jesus.
and they found something of yours.
A body?
Okay, wait. So at your old house, they found something in the yard that belonged to you.
Yeah.
In the ground.
Oh yeah. And
Are we about to lose the show?
I was concerned. Well, I'm not rich now. It wasn't
Right.
like buried treasure.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I went over because I was concerned. Maybe it was my G.I. Joe collection.
Sure. And you've been looking
Did
for
you
that.
bury that?
Well, some of them die in action.
Oh,
And
you
gotta
never
put 'em
played
down.
for real?
You got to
Yeah.
put them down. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, this was actually a summer school project of mine.
Okay.
So I get there. The guy shows me
Mhm.
where it is. It is covered in dirt.
Naturally.
He didn't have the politeness to dig it up. He just opened it, and it was a time capsule.
No way.
You buried a time capsule
Well-
and forgot about it?
Oh, yeah. 'Cause-
How old were you when this happened?
Well, luckily there was a note in there from myself. And
To your future self.
to my future self
saying
or
exactly
whoever.
how old you were.
I was confident I would find this, which is weird.
Right.
Huh.
Because when you're a kid, you think, I'm going to live here forever.
Well,
Wow,
and I would
yeah.
bury stuff as a kid and then lose it 5 minutes later because I would forget
Yeah.
exactly where I buried it.
That's true.
Yeah, you're like a squirrel.
Right.
So I'll read. I threw everything away.
Why?
Okay,
In
so
the time capsule?
apparently a time capsule needs to be waterproof and dirt proof.
Oh, was it like a shoebox?
It was a shoebox. Yeah,
Did you bury some important
So
stuff?
it was literally a school project.
it was a school project, summer school project.
They never expected you to bury it.
I guess not. I guess they expect me to lie about it.
yeah.
But I followed through in summer school, not in
Amen.
regular school.
Oh, true.
But
Well, that's
you
last
You
chance.
did take summer school really
you
serious.
have to.
Yeah, you have
Yeah, that's
to.
true.
Yeah, it's
If
kind
you
of
want to keep up with your friends, you got to.
Right.
Exactly.
Summer school's where
If
it's
you want
at.
to go to the next grade.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Stay in school, kids.
They call
Yes.
you over, this rich guy's house. He finds this box that you've buried.
Yeah, it brings me to the backyard.
And it's been destroyed because it's a
I'm thinking it's a pet.
but it's a freaking shoebox.
Why would he call me to get to unbury a pet? That's
Yeah.
kind of mean.
That is kind of
Come get your crap, he said.
Yeah. So I opened the box, and luckily my note was in a nice little Ziploc. I don't know if I can say the name brand.
You can't.
Plastic baggies with a Z.
Right.
I think you already said it.
Well, we're not sponsored, so.
Right.
So I'll read the note, and then
I'm so excited.
I took down a little list of what was inside of it.
Let's read it. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. My handwriting was terrible. actually.
Really?
Yeah. I think I was transitioning between cursive and regular.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
can't imagine you having terrible handwriting.
I know. Hey, Josh,
Strong start.
if you find this, it's me, you. Mr. Hearn, the cool summer school teacher, gave me this assignment. It's a time capsule.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I was,
Good
pretty,
so
I was
far,
obviously
buddy.
pretty cool. I'm not going to redact any names here.
Okay.
No,
So-
don't do it.
If you hear yourself, you're
Sorry.
welcome.
God bless you.
I put about me. I'm in 8th grade. Hopefully you passed summer school so you aren't in 8th grade again. Which is true.
Yeah.
I hope you are taller than me. Which is weird because I'm me.
Yeah, you did keep
But
growing.
I was taller than
But
you.
you did get taller, though.
Yeah.
You're competing against yourself.
This is a weird competition. I'm
Good
kinda-
for you.
Yeah.
So far, you're winning.
Yeah.
So I just got some new airwalks for the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Not the tennis ball ones I wanted though. And I remember those. You remember those?
yeah, I do remember
Airwalks.
that.
They
yeah.
were tennis ball covered.
Yeah, you
Yeah, he
skated.
doesn't
You
remember that.
skated.
Actually, have you dropped in on that 12-foot half pipe at Tampa Skate Park?
Oh, you totally have.
Zach said he'll give you 5 slap bracelets if you do. Hopefully you did it. No, I didn't. I would have busted my face completely. I didn't drop in on a 6-foot half pipe.
Bro, you're letting down 8th grade you right now.
I know I didn't get those slap bracelets.
But you got taller.
and he had cool ones like with like Playboy bunny on them.
And yin
Oh,
yangs.
jeez.
Yeah.
I'm going to a Christian summer camp. You remember that? You
Oh,
remember
I
when
do.
went to that
Oh,
Christian summer
yeah.
camp?
You got saved, you thought.
That's what I did think. Well, I was quiet. And
Yeah.
it's really bothered me
Something
my whole life.
You might be saved.
Hopefully I don't have to take my shirt off. That's what I said to myself, which is It's weird.
Why would you take a show up at a Christian summer camp?
Concerned.
I don't know. I didn't know what they do there.
That's like every pool party in 8th
for
grade.
Yeah, you're just
Hopefully I don't
nervous.
have to take my shirt.
Just nervous.
Mike K said Jesus is supposed to show up, but he's Jewish, so to him, Jesus will be invisible. Did you meet Jesus? I don't think that's true. I don't think Mike K knew what he was talking about.
I don't think Mike K did either.
No.
Right? Okay. Is The Crow still your favorite movie?
Oh,
It's pretty
whoa!
close.
I
No.
forgot about that movie,
Yeah,
dude.
The Crow is not still. I have 2 copies, so I gave you one. Spoiler.
What?
There was a VHS copy of The Crow in the
No.
time capsule. Yeah, I didn't keep it. 'Cause I
Was
don't
it
have
corroded by sand?
Right.
Well, it
Water.
was packed.
Yeah.
Brandon Lee is awesome. I heard he's related to Stan Lee or something like that.
He is.
Probably the next Van Damme.
Brandon Lee. Oh, no.
Yeah. Rest in
Yeah.
peace,
Is
Is
Brandon
that
Lee.
Bruce Lee's?
Yeah. I knew he was a Lee. He was related to the Lee
Yeah, he
somehow.
didn't.
Yeah. That's
He's not-
sad.
He wasn't the. Anyways, last weekend, me and Michael Brown played Virtual Cop on Sega Saturn. Graphics looked so real, like real life. Also, we both kissed Lauren at his house. It was gross. I hope you don't marry her,
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
which I did.
It was gross.
Yeah, she was.
Well, you both kissed her at the same time?
Well, it was a thing middle
Like-
school were doing.
5 minutes
fine.
apart.
Yeah, there were 2
Yeah.
Laurens.
Oh,
That's
true.
okay. That's fine.
I left you a lot of awesome stuff. I got that Clearly Canadian at the Madge on my way home.
Come on.
The Madge was a
dude.
Magic Market.
Yeah.
Clearly Canadian was a delicious
Bro,
beverage.
Past you was so good to like you.
Me,
Current
right.
you. You took care of you, bro.
Thank you. Peace. Be cool. AJM. Aim. I put. I guess.
Wait,
I guess
that
I
was
thought
your
I would
aim?
talk to myself on AIM.
On,
Hit-
on
hit me up on
AOL
AIM.
Instant
Yeah.
Messenger.
And then I put. Mary got a Porsche Boxster. Hopefully you never got in trouble for scratching it when you slid down the hood with your chain wallet.
Oh.
Did Dad make you dead?
Did
Okay, bye. I knew how to talk, so that's a confusing
it
part.
sounded like you probably needed to be in summer school.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Good
Dad make
spot
you
for
dead?
you.
Did Dad make you dead?
I think dead was like a special recipe of sandwich with.
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
So you, I guess now we can kind of say this out loud
go on.
because you're a grown man. You're on a successful podcast.
I'm
Right.
taller.
You're taller.
You're taller
Yeah.
for sure.
Did you scratch Mary's Porsche with your chain wallet?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize it during the slide down.
Yeah.
You didn't hear the awful scratching noise.
Well, I kind of, but I just thought, that's body parts.
Right,
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
But the hood was so sloped and it was so nicely waxed.
Yeah.
It was just like, vroom.
How
I'm
do you
off.
feel though, man? Like, I mean, 8th grade, you were probably 13 years old.
Yep.
So 40 years ago, you bury this thing. And now
What?
it's like you're digging it up.
Is that the math?
It's
I
so
feel
weird
Like the
that-
math is.
yeah,
off
I mean,
there.
it's so weird that a shoebox made it through 30, 40 years.
Well, it didn't make it very well.
I mean, you found
the
a
Z
letter.
bag
Right.
really
yeah.
protected the note.
For sure.
Those things are not good for the environment.
What I did find in there, I was able to spritz off with a hose.
Well, you found other
So
stuff
some
in
stuff
there?
survived.
Oh yeah, I left myself goodies.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, the Clearly Canadian.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. A bottle of, okay. I'm sorry. I'll keep a checklist for you.
Yeah, Clearly
You
Canadian.
left yourself a bottle of Clearly Canadian.
Yeah, I didn't drink it
I hope not.
when I got it.
The mercury poisoning.
I feel bad for past me because that's
Right.
that was like $1.69 back then.
Probably really
yeah.
thirsty.
Yeah, squeeze it, an empty squeeze it.
Oh, squeezes
Yogurt?
were
I was
good.
big into no.
Squeezes were Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but they had a face on them, and like
Right,
you were
right,
drinking
right,
their
right. I know what you're
insides.
talking about.
Pop top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, the screw.
The
So
little-
far,
yeah.
so far, you left yourself 2 drinks.
2 drinks.
The Crow VHS,
Yeah. Well, that has some history to it now.
Okay, rip.
a dead Gigapet.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I googled it. It was like a Tamagotchi but cheaper,
Yeah.
which explains why I got it
Yeah.
because everybody had Tamagotchis, but those
Only
were
the
like
best.
$20.
Only
So
the
your
best for you.
Gigapet
The
died over the
Gigapet,
past
yeah.
couple decades.
Shark Bite gummies.
Oh. You love
Empty.
gummies.
Yeah,
Still.
they were empty. I think if I know me, I left just the wrapper.
Yeah. If
Ate
I
the
know
gummies.
you,
Yeah.
8th grade, you had good intentions to leave future
Right.
you gummies, but then ate it
You
and then
couldn't
put the
pass it
wrapper
up.
in there.
Bingo. I probably asked for $20 from my dad, like I gotta do a time capsule, and then nommed them,
Yeah.
and then left myself Shark Bite gummies, squeeze it.
2 drinks and a VHS.
Oh, I also had a bubblegum beeper.
what?
Yeah,
What is that?
it was like a little. It looked like a beeper, but it had bubble gums in it.
Dude, come on.
You didn't have a bubblegum beaver?
No, I was poor.
You'll like this. I had a whole pack of alien stickers.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I
From the
do like
bowling
that.
alley.
See?
I do like the alien
Bowling alley
stickers.
alien
Yeah.
stickers.
Now, back in the day when
Yeah.
we were youngsters, you could go to a bowling alley movie theater, and they had machines where you
Oh,
put
yeah.
beautiful ones.
25 cents, and you
Tiger
get these
stickers.
Yes,
Or the cat
best
head, the weird
stickers,
cat
dude.
head.
Oh yeah.
The best stickers.
And this one, I'm surprised I left for myself.
Okay,
An eyeball necklace.
an eyeball
Yeah.
necklace.
It was like at Spencer's Gifts,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
but it just
I
had an
wasn't allowed
eyeball.
to go in there.
No, probably not. Satan.
Yeah.
You don't remember the eyeball necklace?
No, you mean? Are you talking about yin and yang?
No, that's yin
Like
and yang.
Sauron.
No, just an eyeball. It was like a half an eyeball. I'll show you later. But I threw it away because it was packed with dirt.
Okay.
That's
But
the thing.
I
is,
rubbed
like,
away and it was just the eyeball, and it scared me for a second.
How big of a blessing is it that you get this phone call because some random guy dug up your time capsule?
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
not
he
only
knew
do
me.
you get to walk down memory lane, but you're taking all these listeners through just a path of nostalgia into what your childhood was like.
This is a good snapshot. Clearly Canadian.
Right.
Squeeze it.
How would you say you had,
Snacks and movies
Snacks and drinks.
I don't think you've changed a bit.
No.
You've
I don't
gotten
like-
taller
and random
Right.
accessories
and more successful, but snacks and movies is still the way to your heart.
That's true. The
And we've
Crow-
always said that on the show.
this is true. The Crow, though, I've grown past the Crow.
Well, you need to.
I'm now on the Crow 2.
Oh jeez.
Wallace Amos Jr. was born July 1st, 1936 in Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay.
Sure.
A native Florida man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wallace, who everyone called Wally, was a very talented kid who absolutely loved to cook.
Could
Oh,
he pop
good.
shove it?
He could not pop shove at a skateboard,
Amen.
but he could cook.
Okay.
He could pop shove at a stew.
He could
Oh,
pop
yum.
shove at a stew.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
tell you, you couldn't keep this boy out of the kitchen. But the great thing was his family encouraged it. It's always nice to see a kid who has natural talent and the family gets behind it and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, we want you to
Yep.
do this well.
Mhm.
He would often sit and watch his mother cook every evening, literally taking notes. But the real talent came from his aunt, who was named Della Bryant.
Della
Della
Bryant
Bryant
is
was
the first
a
name.
pro cook.
Okay.
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 From Tallahassee. Aunt Della is what he called her.
Mhm.
She cooked for a living, and she saw real promise in Wally. She
Okay.
thought this kid's going somewhere. He's a natural kind of, chef or whatnot.
Yeah.
Basically, what she would do is she would plan dinners.
Yep.
She would let Wally cook the meal,
Okay.
Okay.
bring it out.
Yeah.
And when everybody's going crazy about the food, she'd be like, he did that, 7-year-old.
Whoa.
Gee. Okay.
So she believed in this
She
kid.
set him up.
She
like-
set him up for success
Right. Wow.
with her fancy.
Could he
eating-
tip a cuke, though?
I don't think so.
I know.
But he's only 7, right? So needless to say, Wally was making a name for himself around Tallahassee. When his parents separated in 1948, Aunt Della had an interesting proposal. She says, why don't Wally and I move to New York City and give
Okay.
this kid some proper
Oh,
training?
Well,
dang. Okay.
some proper
So
training.
she's like, she's in it.
You guys
she
are
really
parents.
wants to push this.
Right.
You guys are parents.
Right.
Would you agree to that?
No.
To let an aunt take my son to New York
Yes.
to
No.
cook.
What year is this, approx?
1948.
Here's the thing. I don't want to lose the best cook in my house.
That's true.
100%.
Yes.
Keep him close to the
Just
chest, baby.
selfishly. Yeah.
And,
Right.
and he thinks he's having fun.
Right.
So, yeah, cook it up.
Well, his parents agreed. So Wally and Aunt Della, they pack up their things. They go to New York, where Wally enrolled in the Food Trades Vocational School.
Oh,
This is
wow.
where you want to
Okay.
go if you want to cook for a living.
Yep.
Yeah.
FTVS.
Right. Everybody goes there if you want to be a pro chef, pro baker. The issue was Wally felt like he had already kind of found his niche. Okay.
Okay.
He loved making sweet treats.
Oh yeah.
That was his
doesn't?
specialty.
And I
He was
love
good at it.
eating them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was mainly good at this because Aunt Della had basically given him her top secret family chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Okay.
I didn't think chocolate chip cookies were that old. I thought they were like a 90s invention.
It's not. So she had this kind of ingredients that she would put in there that was like, they weren't traditional baking ingredients.
Mhm.
And they
Okay.
set her cookies apart from everyone else. She gave this ingredient, this kind of like this list of ingredients to Wally because she believed in him.
Like Cobra
Right.
Venom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Wally added a few things to the recipe with her permission,
Uh-oh.
and they agreed that it in fact improved on the original recipe.
Wow.
So Wally starts using these cookies to gain influence.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Gain influence where?
Like in New York City. So basically like
Oh, like to get into clubs, he would slide a cookie to the guy?
To
well,
the
kind of.
bouncer.
He was a natural like networker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he would meet somebody, introduce himself, and be like, "Hey, would you want to
Do
try
you
a
want
cookie?"
a cookie?
I mean, it's like a business card.
In a way, it is.
I thought "Do you want a cookie" was a sarcastic saying.
Not
This
for him.
was- no, this
Not
was a
for
real
him.
one.
They were like, "Of
What do
course
you want
I
a
do."
cookie? And he's
10
like,
out of 10 people fell in love with this guy.
Whoa,
Okay.
okay.
Wow.
Because he was a charming guy. He was funny, very sweet. But then he hands you a fresh baked cookie, and you're
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
"This is delicious."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you remember his name. You remember like who he is, right?
The guy that gave me a cookie.
Cookie
Yeah.
man.
He no lie. No, thank you for saying that. Because he starts walking around New York City, and people are
No.
going, "Hey, that's a cookie man."
Oh yeah.
That's what they were calling him.
Was he getting jumped? Because that's how
No.
you know your cookies are good.
Yeah,
was
they
handing
loved
them
him.
out.
They protected him.
Okay.
His cookies bought him self protection.
Oh
Whoa.
jeez.
So it worked so well for Wally that he landed a job that basically wasn't in the cooking industry. Okay,
Oh.
it landed him an
Okay.
unrelated job. He got hired as a mailroom clerk for the William Morris Talent Agency.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was going to say pilot. I was like, oh, shit.
No,
Is that what
that's
he
it.
wants to do though?
Well, at the time it wasn't, but he gets this job in this kind of prestigious like agency.
Cool.
And he's like, you know what? I've got a good work ethic. I know how to network. I'm bringing my cookies first day on the job.
Right.
He
You said
pulls
mailroom?
mailroom.
So he can just stuff a cookie in each letter.
Well, he pulls the same strategy at
Yeah.
this company,
Yeah.
starts getting to know everybody, networking with his cookies. Next thing you know, he works his way out of the mailroom
What?
and into a position as a talent scout
Oh, okay.
for this agency.
How does cookies make you qualified for talent?
They were that good.
I don't
Hey,
think they were
I think
Hey,
it's the networking.
And he
like
is
if
the
you know how to
networking.
talk
He was
to
so
people.
charismatic,
Okay,
and that
okay.
it was just part of it.
Yeah.
In fact, Wally became the company's first African American talent agent.
Nice.
Okay.
In the company's history, like he was the guy to kind of work his way up. He really proved himself, and he wanted people to know that he was so much more than just a baker. Like
Right.
he had
Yeah.
more, up his sleeve.
I'm not just a cookie man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can
So-
make meat products.
I'm a human being.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
human
nice,
being.
nice
He
one.
gets this job as a talent agent. He goes, you know what? I'm going to go and sign a big artist.
Okay.
My first artist is going to be the next big thing.
Cam, who
I
is
think
it?
every talent scout thinks
I
that.
think, yeah.
That's what they hope, at least.
You're right.
So Wally leaves. He starts looking for talent. In 1966, his first signing,
John Denver.
His first signing was a duo called Simon and Garfunkel.
Jeez, what?
Wow.
Naturally, they
Okay.
take off, right?
Yep.
They're amazing.
Right.
Wally starts cranking out success after
What?
success. He goes on to sign Diana Ross and the Supremes,
What?
Okay.
Sam Cooke, and the legend Marvin Gaye.
No
Oh,
way.
my gosh.
So this guy works his way up from the
I get it.
mailroom
So Duke can get into clubs, hear the acts, and then sign them.
with his cookies, baby.
these
He's the
cookies.
cookie man.
Jeez.
That's the thing, because at his heart, that's who he still was.
Mm-hmm.
Very successful in every industry that he kind of got involved with. But what he would do is he would like basically get to know these artists and again continue to network. So now his friends are celebrities.
Right,
His
right.
friends are people
Wow.
who are people who know people, But his heart is still baking. That's his passion.
Mm-hmm.
So he reaches out to his new friend Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
He tells him his vision.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye agrees to invest in this new company that Wally has a vision
Oh,
for.
here we go.
His own cookie
Here it
company.
goes.
In 1975, Wally launched Famous Amos Cookies.
No way.
Using the top secret recipe that he and his Aunt
What?
Della came up with.
No way.
Wally Amos.
This is famous.
It's famous Amos.
It's Famous Amos
And he's
Cookies.
a Florida man.
And he's a Florida
No
man.
way.
From
Holy
Tallahassee,
crap.
Florida. So the company began growing almost. Time out.
I've
This
eaten the
guy
dude's
made
cookies.
Famous Amos Cookies after signing Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, what?
I don't get this.
What a legend. So the company begins growing almost instantly.
Yep.
Becomes a huge hit regionally, but before long, Famous Amos Cookies grew on a national scale, finding their way on the shelves of almost every single grocery store in America.
Wow.
The thing was,
Wow.
I'm blown away.
these cookies were so popular that Wally Amos became a nationwide recognizable figure because he used his own face,
Of course.
his likeness in the marketing.
It's a brand.
So people,
yeah.
right, they start recognizing him. Florida
What
man
are the
from
other
Tallahassee.
cookies like competing in this time frame though? Like,
Fun fact.
Ooh,
Oh, here we
get
go.
him. Get him. He's ready for you.
This
he knows what I'm gonna ask.
I know what you're gonna ask, baby. I got you. He's making television appearances.
Okay.
Wow.
He's. I mean, this guy is like Dave from Wendy's.
I mean, he's
You know what I mean? Like,
famous.
this is
Yeah.
him. He's a cookie genius. He starts giving speeches on college campuses.
What?
He's such a nice
Okay.
motivational guy that people are like, "Hey, will you come talk to our graduating class?" And he's
Right.
like, "Sure, yeah." that's
Hold
fine."
on, Cam. What's that Simon and Garfunkel song about chocolate chip cookies? How's it go?
Oh. Cecilia.
That's it. He nailed it.
I love your cookies.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, he's got it.
There's the connection.
Yeah.
Basically, Wally Amos becomes a motivational speaker accidentally.
What?
Accidentally starts
Oh.
speaking on the motivational circuit. This guy's crushing life at this point. But the problem was because his rise to fame was so quick that he basically lacked a traditional education. So
Yeah.
Wally didn't necessarily have the means or the know-how to run a nationwide company.
Right.
That's tough.
well,
It's
I mean,
tough,
especially
yeah.
when you're busy motivating the youth of America.
Yeah.
and baking
Thank you.
Right.
cookies.
Trust me, there's so much more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not even halfway. His company starts slipping away from him, though. It gets
Uh-oh.
too big too fast.
Right.
The company goes into debt. As a result, Wally goes into debt trying to save it.
Oh, no.
And eventually he's forced to not only sell the company, but his family recipe
No,
What?
Amos.
and his likeness.
No.
So he doesn't own the picture of himself
He
anymore.
So
doesn't-
by the time
he
we
doesn't-
see it, he
He doesn't own the way he looks. He doesn't own the
No.
recipe.
Uh,
His life's work is completely gone. This is where most
He's
people
too
would give up.
famous.
Yeah.
This would, people would give up. You lose your life work. He was bought by Keebler, the freaking elves.
oh my
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah, those punks.
Yeah.
But Wally,
I'd fight them.
Yeah, same. He refused to give up.
Mhm.
He immediately starts another company.
Okay.
Except this time he's making muffins.
Wait,
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like basically he's sued
I
out
mean,
of.
he's a good cook.
He's a
Yeah.
great cook. He tried to use the name Famous Amos again.
Oh.
He was sued
Yeah.
not just for the name but for his likeness.
Right.
So
He can't
basically,
appear on anything.
He can't even
Baked
appear
goods.
on his own product, and he can't put his own name on the own product.
Oof.
Keebler sued him so hardcore that he lost everything.
What?
He makes this second company.
I hate those elves.
I
Me
hate
too.
him yeah.
He makes this new company. It's a muffin company.
Mm.
Basically, he makes the name Uncle No Name because he
okay.
couldn't use his own name. So he
Uncle
makes
No Name Muffins?
Uncle No Name
Wow.
Muffins is the name of the second company.
I would try them.
But this time, the difference was he hired proper business managers
Okay.
Right.
to make sure that they kind of help him rise to the top. And that's what he does. He built a second successful
No.
baking company. And while this is all happening,
Yeah.
he is literally leading the charge against adult literacy issues in America.
What?
What?
Because he couldn't read the contract originally.
He struggled educationally.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
He starts being a forerunner in this. So while he's building a second successful,
Unreal.
massive company, he's also teaching adults how to read nationwide. While he becomes the face for Literacy Volunteers of America.
And then he gets sued.
He's
by
their
Keebler.
spokesperson.
elves.
Keebler's like, that's our face, buddy. Side note, this guy's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's crushing
That's
it.
not a side note. That's the headline.
That's a headline for sure. Even though this second company was doing well, it was never quite as famous Amos.
well, I mean, the name is pretty good.
And
Yeah.
that's the weird thing is he's competing with himself.
Right.
Like he doesn't
Wow.
own the other company anymore, but he's competing with his own likeness, his own name,
It's almost
His
similar to
recipe.
the
his
time
own
capsule.
recipe, right?
Like I would be competing
You were
with the
competing,
time
yeah.
capsule
With eighth
myself.
grade self.
Who is
Yeah.
taller, Famous Amos or No Name Muffin
Oh
Man?
my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
good question.
Who would win in a fight?
Oh.
Here's the catch. Keebler begins to fail.
What?
What?
They're not doing very well.
Okay.
2 decades later,
Okay.
they reach out
No.
to Wally Amos
Uh-huh.
Did he
And
say
they-
pound sand?
and they go, "Hey, we want to bring back this original feel." They have a new CEO. They have a new,
Right.
new, people.
Sorry
on
for boning you.
people
for
on top.
for your life.
They reach out to him and they go, "Hey, look, man, we're sorry. Can we pay you to be the spokesperson for the cookie
What?
company again?"
Really? Like bring him back
To
as
bring
like,
him back on as a
Wow.
partner, bring
Yeah.
him back on as like the face of it officially.
Okay.
Wally goes, "Let's do it."
He would.
Wally agrees to do it. He makes enough money to buy back his recipe,
oh
to
my
buy back his
gosh.
image. And so basically this guy is back on top of the baking world again. Wally decides to use his second wave of success to do even more good.
Here we
He
go.
puts Uncle No Name out of business.
It's full circle, baby. He starts writing motivational books.
Okay.
Okay.
His first book was called The Cookie Never Crumbles.
Okay.
and it was a bestseller, naturally.
Okay, of course.
His second
true.
book,
It is true about those famous
yeah.
cookies.
his second book, also a bestseller, was called "There's Power in You."
Oh,
Okay,
amen.
well, sure.
This guy's running a successful baking company. He's the spokesperson for another successful baking company.
Okay.
He's the face of the National Literacy Program.
Unreal.
He's traveling and giving motivational speeches, and now he's a best-selling author.
Wow.
Wally
Wow.
Amos, to this day, 2020, is still kicking it.
Oh my gosh.
Florida man is still going strong on the
Jeez.
motivational circuit.
Okay.
He owns multiple properties in Florida, Hawaii, all over.
Okay.
course.
Cool,
But
cool,
recently he said this. I thought this was really cool. I wanted to share this quote directly because I think it gives an accurate portrayal of who this guy is.
Yeah.
When he was asked by the New York Times, why didn't you give up? Like after losing your
Yeah.
life's work,
Right.
getting sued out of your own image, why didn't you give up? He said this. This is a quote.
Okay.
If you sit around and start feeling sorry for yourself
Mm-hmm.
and blaming everyone else for your position in life, it begins appearing like quicksand. Because in quicksand, if you start flailing about and panicking, with each movement, you just go deeper and deeper in.
Mm.
But if you stay calm and look around, chances are you'll find some way to pull yourself out,
Mm-hmm.
or someone will come along and help you.
Goodness.
So
The
This
man
guy.
is
all
I mean, he's
around,
been working on that speech for a long time.
amazing Florida man. So I think the three of us, we honor you, Mr. Amos,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
for being such an inspiration to us and to our great state of Florida.
Oh,
and
yeah.
because of this episode, because we love you so much, we're going to give away a batch of famous Amos cookies.
That's
Let's
what I'm
do it.
talking about.
I'm gonna eat some too.
I mean, what
For-
an appropriate story for the new year.
right,
and
Right.
New Year's resolutions.
Right.
To motivate yourself to just
Yeah.
not give up. That's what he's saying is, yeah, you're going to fail.
right.
You're
Yeah.
going to lose things. Just don't give up.
Well,
don't
don't,
panic.
don't flail around.
Get
Yeah.
back up again.
And
Yeah.
if you have a bad day, eat some cookies.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get back
and-
into it tomorrow.
I've been saying that
Keep pushing.
for as long as I can remember.
yeah.
If you have a bad day, eat some cookies.
Oh, you said biscuits though, because
Because I'm, well, you know,
the
Irish.
British influence.
Yeah.
I want to try those muffins.
That's what I'm talking about.
No name muffins.
Oh, Cameron loves a good muffin top.
I do love a good muffin top.
FMOFM podcast is where you can find all of our stuff on
Amen.
social media. Florida Man on Florida Man podcast on Facebook. If you want bonus material right now, there are people watching us
Oh wow,
live.
yeah.
Live streamers, patreon.com, FMOFM podcast.
Don't we have a nice signed poster
Mm-hmm.
We have a nice signed
that
poster
we
we're
wanted to
giving
give
away.
away?
We're
We do.
giving away.
coming up? What for Valentine's Day?
I think so.
For
You
your
want to give
sweetie?
that loved one a special gift, and you say, "Hey, loved one, here's the signatures of 3 men that I like."
Yeah, hopefully you like them too.
We hope you like them too. We
Right.
love you guys. Happy New Year 2021.
Mwah.
It's going to be a fresh start. We love you
be
guys.
amazing.
We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.